Go.
Hello, welcome to Moneypit Homestead. We were going to film today while Donald was feeding, but decided it was just too yucky. So we're going to play some old videos and see how you like those, and hopefully you'll subscribe to our channel and do the like button. And don't forget to leave a comment and let us know what you think of our silly little YouTube channel.
Hello, how's it going? Hopefully today it's gone better for you than it has been for me here on the, as my wife called it and we called it, the Moneypit Acres, Moneypit Farm, Moneypit Homestead, Moneypit, whatever you want to call it. It's the Moneypit for sure. Anyway, started out today, woke up early, going to get some gardening done. Didn't make it there. The reason I didn't make it there is because the water was out. So I come down here, make a mad dash to town, put a switch in. It's working, but not the way it's supposed to. One thing leads to another. I find out my pressure tank's not got no, you put air in it, it's not working right. Go to town, get a brand new $400 pressure tank. And in the meantime, I get that in there. Now I get everything rewired, and now the pump's still not working. Now the pump's not working. It was working earlier today, but now it's not working at all. So now I've either got a bad pump that I'm going to have to spend money on, like I said, Moneypit Acres, or I've got a bad breaker, or the switch that I bought today is not any good. Not really sure. So I've already drained the holding tank, and in the morning I'm going to come down first thing and get in the tank and get the pump out and head over there and be there by 8 o'clock when they open. Hopefully that don't cost me anything, but the last time cost me about $400 and some, I think it was $400 and some for a new pump. Well, at least the motor on the pump. So I'm probably looking at another $400. So this little venture on waking up this morning and the pump being out is costing me it's already cost me about $450. And it's going to cost me, by the time I bought all those switches and stuff like that, and the trips to town. So now I tripped over to Candyville and a trip. Then coming home and putting it all back, got to clean the tank out, then let the tank fill up. We don't know how much tomorrow's going to cost, but we do know it's going to cost more than likely. Because what else could you do on the Moneypit Acres or Moneypit Homestead, whichever one you want to call it? We ain't made up our mind yet which one we're going to call it. But when we do make up our mind, it will be still the Moneypit. So y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Smash that like button and hit the subscribe button if you really like the content. But why in the world? I guess you'd like this channel, if nothing else, for comic relief. What else can they spend money on and go in debt? So here we go. All right, we'll talk to you later. Hello everybody. Well, here we are again today at well, we're not at the Moneypit farm today, but we are headed back home finally. It is 12:20. We left the house today a little after 8 after getting down in the tank and pulling the pump out and all that. Then we headed over there. We finally left there a little bit ago, and we had to head to from Candyville to Leitchfield to get a bunch of shrink wrap so we could put the pipe in there. I mean, put the electrical connection together. Anyway, one thing leads to another, and we are now we're headed home to get everything done, put everything back. And it's now, like I said, we left it a little after 8 and headed to Candyville, and now we're 12:21 and we're just now getting ready to head home. We still have to get back, change clothes, get down in that daggone tank, clean it out, then hook the electrical up, get everything hooked up the way it's supposed to be after I get it cleaned out. And that's going to be a job. Then after I get everything cleaned out the way it's supposed to be, and well, like I said, we'll see what happens after that. But once I get everything connected, then we got to wait for the daggone oh yeah, today is not as bad as I thought it was, even though the whole impeller shaft, but he didn't have the right one to put. But he had a used one off a smaller unit, but he said it should pump like it's supposed to, like it's good enough for us. And he said that would cost me $150. So there, I got a used one for that, so maybe it'll work for a day or two, and then it cost me another $10 billion on the next. But you know how the money pit thing goes, it can't be cheap. So anyway, I'm not sure what's going on with that, but anyway, like I said, we're driving home, and hopefully it won't take but another 40 or 50 hours to get everything put back together. And when all that, hopefully nothing else is wrong. I don't see what else could be wrong, but it really doesn't matter because everything's closed until Monday. So if all this don't work, nothing's going to be open until Monday. So there you are. So I guess I'll have to haul water to take a bath or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's what it is. That's where we stand. So here we are. Alright, well, been nice talking to you, and talking to myself. But anyway, here we go. Well, we're going to sign off here, carefully drive on home, and see what we come up with. We'll talk at you later. Well, here we are. Worked all day, got things done. Still, got water in the tank. No water coming to the house. So, now we're down here trying to wait for we hurried up a lot. Now we're waiting for the water to get all the way to the top so it can flow into the 5-gallon buckets. We can put it in a tank, take it to the house, hopefully get some kind of bath tonight. And at the end of that, we'll have to probably fill it up one more time, drain it, probably drain the tank either tomorrow, but tomorrow's Sunday, so I'm not sure about that. And probably wait till Monday, and I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, here we are, seeing what we can see. So there you go, another day on the Money Pit Acres. Anyway, sorry about that, something just bit my elbow. Well, we'll talk to you later, and if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and down there, and somewhere there's a subscribe channel, and go for it. Talk to you later. Well, I hope you enjoyed some of that calamity, but the story really wasn't over yet. I forgot to film the rest of that, and the reason I forgot is because I was just so frustrated and overwhelmed at the end of it. I was on several day excursion there, and money was flowing. Anyway, here on the Money Pit, what happened to end that was I ended up going, they told me I had an electrical problem, that somewhere in between the pump switch and the pump, the wire was broke, and I was going to have to replace it. So I called out here to town, and the guy out there in town said, sure, we got the wire that you need, come on out and get it, how much you need? I told him I needed 400 something. Trust me, it's very expensive wire. So I went down there to get it, and when I got there, he let me pay for it, which was $400 something, and as I was paying for it at the counter, he asked me why I wanted the wire. Sorry for shaking. I told him why I wanted the wire, and when I got through talking, he says, Bud, he goes, I don't think you have a wire problem, I think you have a motor problem. I said, well, I've been saying that for a couple days, but everybody keeps saying it tests fine. So he said, here, call this guy. So I called the guy, and the guy I called was from Hodges Well and Pump, on about 20 miles on the other side of town. So I called him on the way home with my wire that I couldn't use, and that guy didn't want back, but after they cut that much wire off, you get the back. Don't matter. That's a $450 buy. So I go back, I come home, and I'm feeding, and the guy never answered the call. So I go and I'm feeding and stuff, me and Lisa at the barn. While I'm feeding at the barn, I get a phone call. As a phone call I get, I went ahead and answered the phone. I wasn't going to answer it, and I go, well, I'll answer it. Come to find out, it was the well pump guy. And he said he thought I had a pump problem, a motor problem too. So I said, well, I don't know. I said, when can you look at it? He said, well, I can either look at it tonight, or you can wait a week because I'm going out of town to work on somebody's pump. Or dig a well is what he's actually doing, and put a pump in and everything. So I said, but it's in there. I'll have to drain the tank and everything. So he said, fine, whatever time you want to come tonight, we'll fix it tonight. So I said, okay. So I go out, and I finally drained the tank, got everything unhooked, put it in the van, took off, drove 20 miles on the other side of town, and met the man. Never met him in my life. And guess what? I had a motor problem, because after he did all his tests and stuff, he goes, yep, you definitely got a motor problem. He had one. It was a used one, but he had one. The same size, bolted up, everything, exactly what I needed. So I'm thinking, well, I'm reaching for the wallet going, how much do I owe you? He blew my mind. He gave it to me. Anybody needs any well pump work, I'm sure he won't give everybody the stuff, but he's very good and he's reasonable. He gave me a pump, a used pump, but he gave me a pump anyway. So I brought it home, went down, hooked it up the next morning, and when I got it hooked up the next morning, I let the water fill back up, and the water's been working ever since. Thank God. So anyway, I just thought I'd finish that video and tell you all what in the world happened. So anyway, like Lisa said before, if you like these videos and you like everything being the Money Pit, we got a phone ringing. If you like these videos, and sorry about that. If you like these videos, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Hopefully you like them. And they got to be giving you some comedy relief. There's no telling. You got to have that. Anyway, subscribe. We'll hit the like button, ring the bell. We'll notify you when we make another one. And guess what? Give me a comment, because Lord knows I want to know how much you laughed at all this. We'll talk to you later, and hopefully everything works out for you and you don't live on a money pit like we do. We'll talk to you later. God bless.